already automatically as being the youngest guest we've had on this program, Danielle Parker, Inland Empire actress. You may have seen her on a couple of television shows. And Danielle, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Tell me about the television shows you have been on.
Well, I've been on All My Children as Emma Lavery, and I did a guest star role on CSI Miami as Melrose Gramercy, and that was amazing.
Did you live or did you die on CSI?
On CSI, I lived, but I stabbed my mother in the eye with a crown.
I hope they worry about kids learning too much from TV. You're doing it on TV. I hope you're not taking home ugly lessons.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Haven't stabbed anybody yet, have you?
Nope.
How did you get into acting?
Well, I did these community plays, and I really loved them, and I told my mom, and she was like, okay, do you want to act in them? I was like, sure, and that's how I basically got my career rolling.
Did you have to do the 8x10 photos and all of that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you haven't been waiting tables in some Hollywood cafeteria.
No, don't worry.
You're already doing what a lot of people 2-3 times your age are still hoping to do.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for what I get to do every single day.
You say community theater. I'm presuming you're talking about things like local performances?
Yeah. And I used to live in Florida before I moved to California, and that's where I did the theater programs. Actually, when I was 4, so.
Yeah. So you haven't done like the Lewis Playhouse here or anything?
Yeah. But I really would like to, but I don't know if I'm like free enough to do it because I'm so busy.
Yeah. I keep hearing that. All of a sudden people like, I was reading yesterday that Kiefer Sutherland may or may not do the new 24 movie. Maybe now, maybe in 8 months, he's busy. Yeah, we're not seeing him anywhere. He's got a new TV show that just started, but I guess they've got him already filmed. The rest of us just sit here and go, I wonder what's going to happen Thursday night. And you guys knew it a year ago. I never understand that. So you lived in Florida.
Yep.
But when you did CSI Miami, they don't shoot that in Florida, do they?
They shoot it on the Pacific coast of LA.
Like Long Beach and
stuff.
Yeah,
Long Beach and stuff. And it was like, and they had it so it looked exactly like Miami. It was really shocking how they could do that.
Yeah. And did he take off his sunglasses for you, the guy on the show?
David, well, I actually didn't get to see David Caruso.
Oh, what's the point of being on CSI Miami unless you get to see David Caruso?
Well, I got to meet Emily Proctor, but yeah, she's, like, really amazing.
And her voice is even higher than yours up there. No, but you're blonder than she is, and cuter, too. Danielle is here actually for a purpose more than just to talk about her budding acting career. You're working on with an event called the Free to Breathe event. Can you tell us about that?
Well, it's an event that uses yoga and sun salutations and stuff to help raise awareness for lung cancer. And yeah.
It's called a Yogathon, which that sounds like some place that they'd have to eat yogurt in Hollywood.
No, it's at the Women's Club of Hollywood, actually.
Okay.
And, and it's, today, and you can, if you want to sign up, you can go today.
There's registration at 9 o'clock this morning.
Yep, 9 o'clock this morning, and, it's at the Women's Club of Hollywood, and 1749 North La Brea Avenue in Los Angeles, California, 90046. So be welcome to come, but if you're not able to come, you can donate at www.freetobreathe.org.
So it's a fundraiser kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a fundraiser to help awareness for lung cancer.
Okay.
And this event provides opportunity for lung cancer survivors and people who are diagnosed with lung cancer to come together and raise awareness and support for lung cancer.
You read that very well. And I don't say that to be facetious or anything. You do that probably better than I would the first time out. How did you get involved in this? You're too young to smoke.
No, I'm definitely never going to smoke.
Okay.
But my friend Stephanie Gachet on All My Children, her mom was diagnosed with lung cancer, but she lived, thankfully. And so my mom's friend Brian died of lung cancer about 5 years ago. He was only 46, and when I heard about everybody who's getting diagnosed with lung cancer and might not make it, it put a hole in my heart, and I really wanted to help with that.
Mm-hmm. And so they said, hey, we got this event coming up. How would you like to tell everybody about it?
Yeah.
Now, are you going to go? Do you do yoga already?
Yeah, Stephanie actually taught me how to do yoga, and yes, I'm definitely going to help raise awareness.
Okay. And you're going to be, what, the youngest one there, or is there somebody younger than you are?
There's somebody younger than I am, Tate Bernie, and he's going to be there. He played AJ on All My Children. A lot of people are going to be there, like Stephanie Bichet, Alexandra Chando from the Line Games, Melissa Claire Egan, who played my TV mom on All My Children, and now she plays Chelsea on Young and the Restless.
Oh.
And Christina Lind is coming, Marcy Ryan, Joe Larson, and Tate Bernie, basically.
I'll bet the people who watch all the soaps know all these people, and they're sitting there going, that's amazing, they're going to be there.
Basically.
And I'm going, I work all day long here at the station. I don't know them. I do know this. There aren't as many soap operas as there used to be. I guess it's getting harder and harder for people to get started in that.
Yeah, last year, actually, All My Children got canceled,
Yeah.
and One Life to Live got canceled. A lot of the soaps are getting canceled nowadays.
But at least you got to get on it before they went.
Yeah.
Or are you the little curse that comes in and says, oh no, she's here, now the show's going to get canceled?
No.
No, because they're not going to cancel CSI Miami. No matter what anybody thinks of it. Have you gotten any other offers for nighttime TV?
I've been on Conan O'Brien once.
Ah.
I did a show in one of his skits.
Aha.
Yeah, and
you were what, the cute little girl?
yeah, I was one of the girls in the classroom. It was basically about, I think it was Jim Carrey movies, or what was it? I don't remember exactly, but it was about, like, horror movies, Ghost Rider, and all that stuff. And the teacher was like, okay, kids, so what do you want to do now? What do we do when the motorcycle dude comes on? And then she played it, and then we all had to crawl under the desks. It was really funny.
I guess. You should be watching those movies anyhow. To scare our little girl.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you got involved in the Yogathon because of your friend on the soap opera, right?
Yeah, Stephanie Bichet.
Right. And she does this a lot, I take it?
Yeah, she does this every year. She's one of the leading sponsors.
So this is not the first year for this. This has been going on for a while.
Yeah, this is the second time. This is the second annual Free to Breathe Yogathon.
Okay. Aside from doing yoga, what else do they do to get the word out on it? They're raising the money through the entry fee, right?
Yeah, they raise money through the entry fee. And you can donate, actually.
Even if you don't go into LA and do yoga?
You can go on the Free to Breathe, www.freetobreathe.org, and you can click on the donation team.
You know, this is not to patronize you, but you would be amazed how many perfectly intelligent adult human beings who've worked with charities for years come on this program, and when we say, what's your website, they go, wait a minute, let me look it up. They don't know it, and you just rattle it off like that.
Yeah.
You're articulate, you're intelligent, you know your facts, you've got them all at the tip of your fingers there. You train, do you practice, do you read a lot?
Yeah, I'm a huge reader. I love reading and everything. Like, I've read the Twilight series, surprisingly.
Of course you have.
I've read the Harry Potter series.
Naturally.
The Percy Jackson series,
Yeah.
and I'm into Greek mythology right now and stuff. And I've read a huge novel, so...
What do you consider a huge novel?
I consider a huge novel, 870-page book called Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
That was a big one.
Yes.
Yeah. Although the last one was so big they had to split it in two and make it two movies, but they did that with the Twilight movies too, didn't they?
Yeah, well, actually, Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix is bigger than the Deathly Hallows, but it's probably because they wanted the end to be every single thing in the movie.
And if you were British, you'd be in that movie too, huh?
Yeah, probably. Well, I get to audition for it, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, there you go. And now they split The Hobbit in two, too, haven't they? Or are you too young to be familiar with The Hobbit?
I I'm gonna read the books, but I haven't read the books yet.
Yeah.
You know, but
Except they're making it backwards because they're making The Hobbit now after they made The Lord of the Rings, but theoretically you should read The Hobbit first and then The Lord of the Rings.
yeah, because that's the first book in the trilogy.
It's kind of like Star Wars. They made number 4 first. I try to explain this to people. The 4th movie was the first movie, but the first movie was the 4th movie, and that makes no sense at all.
Yeah, it's probably because, I don't know, they probably just wanted to, like, go into Luke Skywalker first, but then they're like, let's do Anakin's story, and then they made it into the first movies later.
Yeah, that plus the technology of being able to create a lot of the creatures and such that they couldn't do back in the 70s, but they can do now.
Yeah, probably.
But only God can make a little girl. If you are just tuning in, we are talking to Danielle Parker. She is here because, well, not just because she's absolutely terminally cute, but we're talking about the Free to Breathe event, which actually happens this morning at 9 o'clock. You can still make it into LA if you wanted to. It's on La Brea Avenue, the Women's Club of Hollywood. I always get in trouble when I go to men's clubs in LA for lunches and such. And that's not fair. But they have a women's club, and that's perfectly okay. Lung cancer. Have they thrown you any statistics on lung cancer problems at all?
Yeah.
Such as? She's shifting her notes. Give her a break here. We'll have it straight.
Well, helping those affected by lung cancer is high priority, and I need support to help make a difference. And lung cancer is the number one cancer, it's the number one American killer, and it's equally to men and women. And it kills more than combined breast, prostate, colon, liver, kidney, and melanoma cancers combined. So the Red Wave organization that I'm participating in was raising awareness for the disease and funding for really important research.
Yeah, I heard, you mentioned that you were on CSI Miami, but you didn't see Horatio Caine himself. I heard that they have to put a really heavy sunscreen on him because he's redheaded and he's very pale-skinned and he gets sunburned easily, which would be a melanoma problem if he ever catches it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be. But you didn't see him, so you missed out on that part of it. You can't tell me that.
I mean, I saw him outside his trailer, but otherwise I didn't really see him.
Yeah. Do you know where the office is? That slanted, funny-looking building? That's got to be around here somewhere.
I don't know really.
You didn't get to see that either. No, they just hired you to be the guest killer for the...
Basically.
Yeah, and then Hawaii Five-0 brought back Ed Asner after 30 years. Maybe 30 years from now you'll get to come back and be the grown-up killer.
Maybe.
Hey, it's good to have job security. Once you've got the gig here, you've always got it to fall back on. And I've heard of people who get residual checks for those things for 38 cents 10 years later. But they're still getting it.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to go to acting school? Are you going to pursue a career?
Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully be able to be an actress all my life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That'd be something big and with a name, another Gwyneth Paltrow or Julia Roberts, or just one of the ladies that's always working.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good answer. I love it. The lung cancer thing, have you been doing a lot of promotional activity for it?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of promotional activity, and I have my own team, the Kids of AMC, so if you want to donate to the team today, you can absolutely do that. And if you really want to do the Yogathon today, actually sign up. Registration check-ins and the silent and the auction and stuff begins at 9 a.m. So you can actually register and my mom will be there at the registration table, so you can check it out. And you can, if you want to help out, you can especially help out. But if you just want to do, if you just want to donate or do yoga, come on, you can come today.
Presuming the weather holds, it's supposed to be rainy today.
Yeah.
We can always do yoga with an umbrella, on the other hand.
Yeah, well, actually, it's going to be inside.
Oh, well, then we got no problem at all. Nobody has an excuse now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you drive through the rain. That's why I got invented windshield wipers. And then you go in and take care of it inside. Silent auction items. In Hollywood, I imagine they're fun stuff.
Yeah, you get to do autographed T-shirts. You get to do a lot of cool stuff.
Any autograph scripts? I love autograph scripts.
Yeah, there'll definitely be a lot of autograph scripts today.
I have an autograph script from Deep Space Nine. You're probably too young to remember what that even is.
I haven't heard of it before.
It was a Star Trek show.
Oh. I've heard of Star Trek.
Okay,
I haven't
good.
heard of Deep Space Nine.
I'm just wondering if my autographed copies are going to be worth anything now, because the next generation has forgotten the value of it. So are you doing any more shows coming up?
Well,
Now that people can hear you, they're going to want to see you.
well, yeah, well, actually, I'm still auditioning, and I'm hoping for the best, but, there's the sci-fi movie called Valiant, and I'm play Emily, the Danish princess in it, so be sure to watch it.
Is that as in Prince Valiant?
It's just Valiant.
Just Valiant.
Yeah, it's called Valiant.
It's a 1960s Plymouth automobile.
Yeah, it takes place in the war between Danish and the British and all that stuff, so.
I never even read about the war. Did they have a war? I missed that one.
I don't know,
No wonder I kept flunking history.
I think it might be because, I think it might be made up.
Oh,
Probably made up.
they would make up a war?
Probably just for the entertainment.
I'm shocked and amazed. Is this going to be on the Sci-Fi Channel, or is this going to be theatrical release?
We don't know yet.
We just know that it's coming up. And have you already shot that one, or you?
Yeah, we finished it, and they're editing it right now, putting in all the stunts and the action, so.
What they call post-production.
Yes, post-production.
Yes. Anything else? Anything else exciting?
Not yet, but the Yogathon today, that's really exciting.
Well, of course it is. I'm sitting here fascinated by your career, and you're here because it's a yogathon, and that's why you're here in the first place. So how many other shows have you been doing like this to talk about it? Are you keeping you busy, or are you just moving around the... Because you live in Rancho Cucamonga, don't you?
Yeah, I live near Rancho Cucamonga.
Local girl makes good. I've always wanted to use that headline, so... it's a bit of a drive, then, for these things, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got a driver.
Yes, my wonderful, amazing, very, 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 very talented mother, who I love very much.
You don't hear a lot of kids say that these days, do you?
No, not really. A lot of kids are like, oh, Mom, and that stuff, so.
But she gets you where you need to be and encourages you to do what you do.
Yeah, and I thank her for that.
Yeah, there you go. So I take it she's concerned too. Did you say that you had a relative that had lung cancer?
Well, I haven't had a relative, but my mom's friend, Brian, died of lung cancer about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm only 46. That's really sad. And I got started in the Yogathon because of that. It's Stephanie's mother, and I read stuff about it, and I really wanted to help.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's amazing to hear a person your age talking about only 46, because to you right now, 46 has to look like dinosaurs.
No. I consider 46 very young. Do you want to know what's old? 1,000,000 is old.
That's true.
Yes, so all of us are young. We want to be.
Well, you got better philosophies in life than a lot of people that come into the studio. I'm amazed by it. So you fell into this thing and you started doing it. Now you want to make a career out of it. A lot of people your age haven't got a clue what they're going to do with their lives. Do you see that around your friends?
No, but one of my friends, Amber, wants to be a pharmacist when she grows up.
Yeah.
But a lot of my friends, her and I are like the only ones who know what we want to do these days.
Yeah.
These days, like all the kids are like, what am I going to do when I grow up? Oh, I want to be this, but no. And they sometimes go rambling on and on about it. But yeah, I'm settled with my career. I'm going to do acting.
Okay. Futa. Who are your role models? I would, let me guess, I'm going to say Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, she's one of my role models, but,
Because she started about your age, and now she's getting into more adult. And there's several other young ladies. Anybody ever suggested you play Annie?
Yeah, some people have suggested I'd be a good Annie.
Yeah, you just got to find somebody doing a production of it.
Yes, I auditioned for it, but I think I was a bit too short at that time.
Is that possible, to be too short to be Annie?
Well, she's supposed to be like 10 years old.
Oh, how old are you now?
I'm 9 years old, but I'm going to be 10. But I'm awfully short for my age. I mean, some kids in my class are like almost 6 inches taller than me.
Oh, dear. Although Linda Hunt's on the CSI show, and she's a much older woman that's not much taller than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that works for her. So today you go, I take off, run into Hollywood, don't get wet, run between the raindrops, and get inside the Women's Club of Hollywood.
Okay.
Who is going to be there besides some of the people you mentioned? Anybody that is like nighttime show things that maybe I, in my ignorance, might have actually heard of?
Well, not you. Actually, Alexandra Tondo from the Lion Games is going to be there. She plays Emma and Sutton, and, yeah, and otherwise, there's more people, but...
Some of them are going to show up and surprise them. And,
yes, a lot of people just show up out of the blue and just surprise us.
yeah. We hear about horrible things people do with themselves and to themselves. Yoga is a refreshingly healthy thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually, yoga is, it encourages the wellness and caring for the body, and the affirmation of life and spirit are intertwined with strengthening the body. And with its focus on breath, yoga is the perfect response to cancer. And everybody, regardless of ability level, is encouraged to join us for this event, which is today, and it'll include nearly 3 hours of yoga from 9 to 10 a.m. Instructors will be available to help teach participants how to do sun salutation.
Okay.
108 actually, so.
108 sun salutations, which I imagine is a yoga thing, which I have absolutely no knowledge of. You got to jump on me there.
Well, to make sick, and 108 has been a long, significant number in India, which is the birthplace of yoga, and they do it on the summer solstice, the winter solstice, and yeah, that's why we do 108, and it soothes the body, and it's good for all of us.
Yeah, but we just had the spring equinox, so I guess that's part of it too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, happy spring. You're our first spring interview too.
Yeah.
Youngest guest and first spring interview for 2012. So, do you do yoga yourself? Have you picked up a few?
Yeah, I do yoga. I basically do sun salutations because that's really the thing I'm most comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I do it all the time just to relax my body because I'm really busy all the time, and yoga just is able to like calm me down, like after I do my homework and stuff, after a lot of thinking. I just do yoga because it's really soothing and it calms me down, and I love it, so
yeah.
what's not to like?
Where do you go to school here?
I'm homeschooled.
Oh. So you get everything all at one time then?
Yeah, but sometimes I go to regular school. It just depends if I'm working.
Which one? Because people around here would know the name of it. It's one of them here in Rancho?
Yeah, it's a school in Rancho.
Okay, we'll go with that. So you've got pretty much of a steady agenda each day, don't you?
Yeah, basically. So I basically go to school, do that stuff, and then I play soccer, which the game it was yesterday. Yep.
On top of everything else.
Mhm.
You don't want to get hit with the soccer ball and bust your nose.
Nope, but I got hit by one of my teammates
That
at the
happens.
soccer thing, yeah. It hurt my cheek, and I blocked it with my ear, but it's okay. Nothing's broken. Nothing's broken.
You don't have to put the production on delay for 6 weeks while you heal.
No.
I've heard of those situations. It gets embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get an average day, you get up, you study, you do some yoga. Well, when do you have time for like, don't you do video games and...
I'm not a big video game person, but I love playing on my computer.
There is hope for society, yes.
Yes, it's one of my hobbies. I mean, but I love reading. I read all the time.
Yeah.
And like I text my friends and stuff after school. And I have singing class on Tuesdays, dance class on Wednesdays and Wednesdays. And I have soccer on Tuesdays and Mondays. So it's a very busy agenda.
I get it. What kind of dance are you studying?
I do hip hop and jazz.
A little bit of contemporary stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. who do you watch on TV for that?
Well, actually, I go to dance class, but,
But you're not picking up things from some of the TV dancers?
well, yeah, I watch Shake It Up,
Uh-huh.
and Cece and Rocky, which are played by Bella Thorne and Zendaya, and it's a show about dancing, actually, so,
You might get on that one yet.
maybe.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Let's review again in the time that we have left the Free to Breathe event.
Yep,
Supports the American Lung Cancer Partnership.
yeah.
And it's going on today. Starts at 9, so if they're going to go, they better grab their dance skins and throw them in a bag and hit the road.
Yeah, but if you don't want to go, it's okay because you can donate at freetobreathe.org.
You can always send a check.
Yep.
Yep.
And actually, you can donate online, so it's perfect.
That's right. You know the website for that.
Yeah, and our team is the Kids of AMC, so. And
Yeah, that's your team?
Yep.
Kids of AMC is, what is AMC?
Kids of All My Children.
Oh, how many of them are there?
Well, there's 2 participating, Tate and I,
Yeah.
and Genevieve Cashman is participating. Mary Murray is participating, and Bree is participating.
Yeah, you said Kids of AMC before. My first thought was American Movie Channel, but that's something entirely different.
Yeah, definitely entirely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, soap operas.
This is, okay, but there's a whole group of them.
related. Yeah.
And this has got to be like the Munchkins trying to get all you guys organized.
No, it's actually...
You're very professional. You know
Yeah.
exactly where you're supposed to be. You know your lines. You know your marks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is why she's going to be famous and I'm going to be here in Rancho Cucamonga. Okay. Listen, I want to thank you very much. One more time, the event is today beginning at 9 at the Women's Club of Hollywood, 1749 North La Brea. And if you don't participate, you can still donate. Either way, visit the website, which she recited more articulately than I did earlier.
www.freetobreathe.com.
And that's breathe with an E at the end, in case you're confused. Some people would misspell it.
Well, actually, it's www.freetobreathe.org.
.org.
Yes,
Right.
.org.
Okay, I'm sitting here nodding my head and I'm looking right at it and got it wrong. Another website to check out more information is nationallungcancerpartnership.org. They highlight them in blue so even I can find them. Danielle Parker, I really appreciate you being here, not only to talk about the event, but about your career, and people will be watching for you. And is that Miami Vice, or not Miami Vice, CSI Miami. Has that been on already?
Yeah, it aired in December.
So we could get it in a rerun soon.
Yeah, or you could watch it on YouTube.
Or Hula, or one of those.
Actually, you can go on to, you can see it.
CBS has all theirs?
Yeah, on the website.
And very soon you'll be in the box set. Danielle Parker, our guest today on this edition of Inland Empire Close-Up on AM 1510